Sonic the Hedgehog has been one of the most iconic video game characters ever since his creation. And you know he's had it all. He's had good games, bad games, mediocre games, you name it. I have personally analyzed a lot of these games. I like some of them, I dislike a few of them, but there's a section of these games I haven't even touched yet. I am of course talking about the classic Sonic games. The games that started it all. If it wasn't for these, Sonic wouldn't be the icon that he is today, thus I wouldn't be here today. And since now I am analyzing the classic Sonic games, what's a better place to start than the first game in the series, right? That's right, today we're talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. And this game is quite oftenly the most forgotten Sonic game. Yeah, we're starting the video like that. Within the Sonic community, I always hear about how good Sonic 3 is or how amazing Sonic Mania is, with the occasional Sonic the Hedgehog 2 stan, but I almost never hear anything about the first Sonic the Hedgehog. It's not typically anyone's favorite, but it's also not a controversial game like Sonic CD, which, for the most part, is split in its reception. This game just kind of exists. And I mean, to be fair, it is kind of understandable, because this game is very bare bones when compared to the other classic Sonic games. Which is wild, because this is one of the most revolutionary games of all time. It sparked an entire console war. It actually dethroned Nintendo for a period of time. And we're just gonna look at that and say, it's okay. We are all cynical. But maybe there's still some value to be had in this game. I mean, we all know that Sonic Origins is coming out soon, so when it does, is this game worth checking out? You see, that's where it's funny, because SEGA actually gave me a review copy for Sonic Origins so I can make this video. Yeah. What do you mean it's not done? I'm holding it in my hands right now. So, as it turns out, I do not have a review copy of Sonic Origins. So today, we're gonna talk about the original game. Yeah, we're stuck with the original version of the game. And it's not the worst thing in the world. It still gets the job done. However, this game could use some much needed improvements that we'll get into later. But for now, let's just appreciate the game for what it is. And I gotta say, this game is awesome. Nothing like this has ever been seen before in the 16-bit era. First things first, the game does not lie. Sonic is fast, very fast even. He's going through loops, bouncing off enemies, and looking like a straight champion while he does it. All of this is happening in front of a backdrop of Green Hill Zone, which is one of the most iconic video game levels of all time. But most importantly, this gameplay was really unique when compared to other games from the 16-bit era. At the time, it was really hard to make your platformers stand out. It was usually just jump on these blocks and progress to the end of the level. However, games like Super Mario World took it a step further by adding cool level gimmicks and power-ups. It seemed like Mario was the peak of innovation. But then Sonic comes in and completely overhauls the platforming gameplay. Sonic isn't about power-ups or wacky gimmicks. Instead, he's all about gravity and momentum. Sure, Mario games had momentum, but it wasn't the main focus. In Sonic the Hedgehog, momentum is the gameplay. You're no longer platforming on blocks, you're now constantly going up and down slopes, blasting yourself up into the sky. This gameplay was so unique that it required a completely different skill set. You just couldn't go from Super Mario World into Sonic the Hedgehog and be a pro, and vice versa. This just goes to show how different these two games were. And that's important because Sonic was successful because of how unique and new his gameplay was. In the first stage, Green Hill Zone did not shy away from showing us how great Sonic could be. It was a phenomenal start to this game. And then you walk into Marble Zone and everything falls apart. Now, I wanted to emphasize the impact of Green Hill Zone so that you could understand how much of a drop-off in quality Marble Zone was. Yep, I did what everyone else did as a kid. I played through Green Hill Zone, got to Marble Zone, and quit the game. Every single time. I think I only saw past Marble Zone a total of 4 times as a kid because of how much of a drag this set of levels are. And you may be asking, what's so bad about Marble Zone? everything. This level is the antithesis of everything Green Hill Zone stands for. There's almost no slopes, slow-moving platforms, blocky platforming, and no use of momentum in this entire set of levels. It is actually tragic. The amount of waiting around you have to do here is ridiculous. This is a Sonic game. And this is where the game starts to show its ugly side. For some reason, the game just dropped the entire idea of Sonic going through loops and utilizing momentum to his advantage in favor of typical platforming, which goes completely against what made Sonic fun in the first place. Don't get me wrong, there are still some moments in the game where momentum is important, such as Starlight Zone and sections of Spring Yard Zone. Which then begs the question, why make this well-made level design philosophy if you're only gonna use it for 2 levels? And the part that I can't get over is that these 2 levels are really good. Like, if this was the entire game, I would be loving it right now. But this game has 3 zones. 3 that are slow and punishing. So you know what, I'm gonna walk you through all the zones so that you know how inconsistent this game is. After Green Hill, you have Marble Zone, which is all about waiting for platforms and trying to avoid spikes. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of this zone. It makes you wait around a little too much, and I just don't like that in my Sonic game. The next zone is Spring Yard Zone, which has some slopes, but it isn't focused on pushing you forward. But you know what, some slopes are better than no slopes, so I'll take it. I'll let this zone slide, it is alright. But then you got Labyrinth Zone, which is basically a zone where you take every unfun element from a Sonic game and slap it into 3 levels. You got water everywhere that slows you down, spikes, and annoying enemy placement. You got it all. In my opinion, this is easily the worst zone in the game. It just slows you down way too much. Since you're underwater for most of these 3 levels, you're pretty much playing the game in slow motion for 3 levels straight. And you know, that does become a little bit tiring. Oh, but hold on, they take it back fast with Starlight Zone. This is actually my favorite zone from the game. I mean, it's kinda obvious, my outro music is a remix of Starlight Zone. It's a nice city setting at night, and it has the level design of Green Hill Zone. You got slopes, loops, a nice amount of platforming, you know, the things that make a Sonic level enjoyable. But it was really sad when I was getting footage for this video because I went through this zone really fast. As soon as I got to the boss fight, I was like, man, is it really over? I don't want it to be over. I want to stay in this zone. But oh well, not everything can last forever. I'm sure the next zone will be great. I was wrong. Okay, to be fair, Scrap Brain Zone isn't that bad. I mean, sure, it has some cheap enemy placements and some annoying gimmicks, but for the most part, it's an alright zone. Until it becomes Labyrinth Zone again. Labyrinth Zone will haunt me until the day I die. I remember when I went back to play through this game when I got a bit older, and I heard that Labyrinth Zone had 4 acts. And I was like, man, you crazy. This ain't 4 acts, it only has 3. Oh boy, I was wrong. I just don't get why it has to be Labyrinth again. I mean, like, we were already in Scrap Brain Zone. Just give us Scrap Brain Act 3. I don't understand. It's a little frustrating, but you know what? We made it this far. We can get through another act. Luckily after this, you fight the final boss. And it's a pretty alright fight. It's not too bad and it's not too crazy. It's kind of a decent fight. And then there you go. That's the end of the game. FYI, I did not talk about the Chaos Emeralds because they don't really grant a different ending and they don't give you Supersonic, so I wouldn't recommend getting them. Now, after all of that, it seems like this game might be a miserable experience. Well, no, not necessarily. It's an alright game. Labyrinth Zone kinda sucks, but it's not the worst thing I've played. To be honest, I think the main reason why not many people favor this game or play it over the others is because it was innovated on so much. When I'm critiquing this game, I'm doing it from a modern lens. So when I complain about something, it's because I've seen other games in the series do it better. There is a sad thing that happens to a lot of sequels, and it's that if a sequel is too good or improved too much, it almost makes the original obsolete. And spoilers for my Sonic 2 video, that game improved on almost every flaw that this game has. It's faster, the level design focuses on momentum, and it's constantly pushing you forward instead of making you wait. And when you have all those features in another game, why play a game that does it worse? It's always said that the Sonic Adventure games didn't age well. And that is fair criticism. I mean, there is a lot of aging areas in those games. But I would argue that the worst aging game is Sonic the Hedgehog. And that's because it's lost most of its appeal due to innovation. If Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was never made, this game might have been considered one of the best 16-bit titles. But Sonic Team were just too good of developers to not make Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And dang it, they knocked it out of the park with Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I mean, like, wow. So really, Sonic the Hedgehog is not a bad game. Not at all. But due to later games in the series, it hasn't aged the best. And I went this whole video without mentioning it. The Spin Dash. I feel that the Spin Dash is the perfect metaphor for this game. It's an evolution of design that you can always feel missing when playing this game. And I think that's how I would sum up the first Sonic the Hedgehog. Man, I still got like 4 more games to do. And they're not gonna analyze themselves, so I guess it's sell then. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and I will see you soon with a Sonic the Hedgehog 2 video. And as I'm looking into the camera, I realize I need to get a haircut. Like, this is ridiculous, man. Alright, anyways, I love you guys. See you in the next video. Adios. My chill members are Epic Gaming with George, Speederlight, SonicMan715, Snicks, Storm, ArchXYZ, JNXV, Rockroom K, Sonic Hub, Thomas Ray, Chop, Scape, Sonic Pip, The Squeaker Nerd, Super Shax, Boom, Sonic Extreme, Super Saiyan Sonic. It is like almost midnight right now. I am tired. I want to go to bed, man. But I gotta edit this video, so I'm gonna be up a little bit later. Sorry for the surplus of videos. I don't know why I'm apologizing for that. I'm weird. I don't know. It's spring break, and I feel weird if I don't work on videos, so that's why there's a lot of videos coming out. Anyways, yeah, it's been fun. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. I don't know how to emphasize that enough. I say that a lot. Yeah, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. I'm gonna stop talking so I stop embarrassing myself. I love you guys. Adios.